Can I beat you instead? Like, I'm literally like every single one boss that I'm like facing, I'm like struggling so hard. Thank you. Let's take a look at our Elden Ring lore board. So here it is. This big kahuna of a lore board right here. So numero uno, right? Not a whole lot on the main one. I want to go back to the religious themes lore board. But I just added Baal the Dread, who apparently, according to Liwa, we are not supposed to be facing quite yet. Apparently this is the second to last boss we are supposed to be facing, so hey. You know, we're ahead of the curve, I like to think. I like to think that we are ahead of the curve. Also we faced the Ghost Flame Dragon, who was just kind of hanging out. But I added him because he was like the only win I had yesterday, so gotta take him where I can get him. Also, I did add what was going on with our friend Mohg, the Lord of Blood. Yesterday we found out that Mohg, the Lord of Blood, was had his body taken from the temple and is now being puppeted by Mikola, right? He's hoping that he can make Mohg turn into his consort, right? His chosen consort. Who that is, I think I know who it is because I've seen like videos around of a certain character who comes back with the title Consort Blank. I have seen that. Do I know for surezies that that's who it is? No. But I have a feeling. I have this feeling so sudden and new. So there's that. Okay, so that's the main things that I wanted to add. I wanted to talk about religious themes once again. I wanted to return here. So, numero uno, right? I covered most of the things on this side. But I wanted to talk about, since we're going to be facing Messmer today, kind of the idea of him being the devil of sorts in the theme, right? So Messmer, I think the obvious ones are that he is cast away, right? And if you don't know the story is that Satan was cast away by God for his hubris, for his blasphemy thoughts, right? And he was cast down to hell with a bunch of other fallen angels who became his like followers, his devils, right? And so Messmer's story kind of falls in line with that, right? He was a child of Marika, one of Marika's most loyal and devoted and strongest followers before he was cast away. I don't know why he was cast away quite yet. We haven't gotten to that part yet of the story, but that's all we know, right? And so one of the other ways that they've subtly, it's not very subtle, honestly, but one of the ways that they have played with this idea of Messmer being a symbol of like devilry, right, is, sorry Lennox, serpents, right? Serpents, snakes, Tifa, serpents, snakes. Serpents throughout literature have been used to kind of symbolize the devil, right? Not every single time, but like a lot of the time when you see a serpent or when you see a character represented by a snake, there is a certain like conniving character associated with that, right? Think in Harry Potter with the Slytherin house, right? Not everybody is evil there. I know. I'm talking about symbolism. I'm talking about like as a general theme, okay? General theme-wise, that is what it kind of like lends itself to, right? And it goes all the way back to the story of Adam and Eve being seduced, being tempted into taking part of the fruit that God told them not to eat, right? It is a symbol of temptation, and it is a symbol of turning away from good, right? And one of the clear examples in the main game for that is Praetor Rykard, right? Praetor Rykard, in the lore, before he became what he is now, was described as one of the most ruthless justiciars of the Golden Order. Meaning, he was like in it, right? He was locked in on Marika's Golden Order. He was like, yeah, and if you don't follow it, I'll take you all on, right? Basically is what his like MO was. So how did a guy so like hell-bent on following this turn to the side of blasphemy, turn away from the Golden Order so thoroughly that he starts his own cult against the Erdtree. It's the snake. It's the snake. It's the snake, and feeding himself to the snake is like his full turn into blasphemy, right? I also think that there's like a really nice bit of imagery here of him feeding himself to the snake as opposed to like being tempted by the snake to like eat something, right? That he is the thing in and of itself that's being eaten, right? And in a way, he's like a product of the Erdtree, so he's essentially like the apple of the Erdtree, you know what I mean? So there's some really nice like imagery here. There's the imagery of Tanith, his wife, eating his body after we've beaten him, right? So there's a little like Eve imagery there of eating of, you know, something so forbidden. It's very, very fascinating stuff to do with Rykard. And so in a not so subtle way, they've also added a snake here onto Messmer to kind of really drive home the point that he is in fact the devil of this story, right? So very interesting stuff. A lot of really interesting stuff. Serpents are a huge part of the lore. And on the opposite end of serpents is lions. Lions are used as a symbol of glory, right? In literature, they're a symbol of glory, they're a symbol of royalty, right? But what I like about Elden Ring and Elden Ring's use of lions is the fact that they are an empty symbol, right? They are a symbol of like the Gilded Age, of things that are gilded, of things that look really great on the outside, but having a really not so great inside, right? And I think the clearest one of that is Godfrey, right? This main man who we took on, right? Where he is this like guy that everybody like looks up to. He's the hero. He is the golden child of the Erdtree and everybody loves him. But deep inside, he is actually a ruthless and bloodthirsty killer, right? Horror And he is kept under control by the image of the lion, right? Kept within these confines of his image of what America wants him to be, right? And throughout the story, we see these people who take up this image of the lion, but on the inside hide like the true grotesqueness of their character, of their being. Think Godric, former boyfriend of the stream. Think Radon, right? These two characters have turned into something grotesque, but they mask it with this glory with the lion. So it's very, very cool. The use of animals as symbolism is very cool. Let me just get the lay of the land here before you go ahead and obliterate me, Gaius. Oh, okay. You do not take. You do not take kindly to any of that. I see. Are you mayhaps a friend of General Radon? I'm friends with him. Okay, hold on. Okay, never mind. I thought I was doing good damage. Golly! When I was a young warthog. What if I run? Go torrent, go. Oh my god. Oh my god. This man does not take too kindly. I don't like this Scadutree thing. I don't like the Scadutree system. If I'm being so completely honest, it's not my favorite thing that this game has done. It is not my favorite way to go about this game, if I'm being so completely honest. Because like, what the Scadutree system takes away from me is the ability to just like grind, you know? Like I feel like it doesn't really matter how much I grind if I don't have enough of the Scadutree thing. Well, let me go back to the Bonnie Village. Maybe there's something good at the Bonnie Village that I just haven't seen yet. The Bonnet Jail. I went to the bonnet jail. The other jail that I went to also had all of these pots. Are they jailing all the pot people? Is that the vibes here? Okay, well, there ain't nothing here. I'm sure there is something here, but I'll take my time. I'll take my time looking until I find either the summon to help me here, or I find like 3 more Scadutree blessings. I can't get through Messmer. You know what? I'm just gonna keep trying him. We're just gonna keep. Maybe if I muscle through, I can do it.
Those stripped of the grace of God shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Thank you, Mr. Messmer. Thank you so much. Honestly, you know what? Maybe the reason why people say that this game or this DLC was difficult was because of the whole Scadutree thing. Like that the Scadutree thing does kind of put a dampen on my spirits, you know? I gotta say. Damn! You guys, I've run into 3 bosses now that like I literally do not have the wherewithal to get through. So let me try Gaius again. Golly. Every avenue that I think I could do something, it's like, nah, it's all right. It's so all right. Well, what are you doing? What the fuck? This is ridiculous. What is happening? The way that I've gotten farther with Bale than I did with the other ones is nutty. Hey, you know what? I'm not doing bad. Moments before disaster, truly a moments before disaster moment, that is. Oh my god. Okay. 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 I am so happy that I can at least get him to halfway. If that is the second hardest boss in this DLC, okay, you know what? Not bad. What? Not bad. I'm just gonna I'm gonna just keep throwing shit against the wall, see what sticks. Please leave me alone. Please, 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 please. Of course. Hey, I got into a second form. What's up?
I will not suffer. Our Lord, devoid of light.
Okay.
No, Mother. Forgive me.
Mama! What's happening? Oh, are you taking out your eye? Are you taking out your eye, sir? Hey, you know what? In a different context, I would be saving that sound. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Soon tarnished.
Look at the scales on his thighs.
Wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light?
Interesting. Cute snake? Indeed. Hey, you know what? Dare I say this is the hottest snake I've faced all year.
Creature, embrace the
What in Sam Hill did I just see? Oh god. Okay. That was cool though. Also, one of the things I really like as well is the fact that he has that same kind of like scarring on his face that Melania does. That was really cool.
Clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Messmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames.
Do you want to join me on that one, my friend, amigo, pal?
How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind.
I would love if you could join me for that.
Messmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. Stripped of in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
I found him. I think I can do this. I think I I am within striking distance of this boss now.
Messmer!
Although, low-key, I love the fact that Hornsent has like dialogue against Messmer. I think that's super sick. I kind of wish that the other ones did too. Like, I wish that when we summoned like Nefeli during the Godfrey fight, like I wish she said like a little something to him too. You know what I mean? Be like, "Father, this isn't you. Hornsent, help me. Hornsent, get him." Honestly, you know what? I know they're trying to paint Hornsent as like a bad guy. I don't know. So far, I'm not seeing anything that I'm like bad guy. You know, he seems like somebody whose people was just like killed. You know. And to be frank with you, I don't particularly trust Leda or the Mikola folks, because I don't know, we have not had rhyme or reason to trust anybody associated with America yet. Leda kind of sus in my opinion. Yeah, there's just like something about like her and everybody else, like the way that they talk, the way that they like, you know, glaze Mikola. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I love my femboys as much as the next man, but like, not that much. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, what? What is that?
Embrace thine oblivion, thou shy.
Oh my god. This is everything Rykard should have been. Honestly, can we be honest for a second? Holy cannoli. Plan. Oh. Hey, that's no good. Yeah, actually, you know what? The reason why I'm not winning against Messmer is because my controller is low battery. That's why. It's not my fault. It's my controller. That's my answer. Just gotta get through it. Just gotta get through it.
My beloved people, in vengeance for the flames.
Just gotta get through it. Fuck you. hey, hi. Goodbye, Hornsent. Goodbye, Hornsent. Sorry, buddy. Alright, Roshua. Ooh, ooh. Kick his ass, Roshua. Get him, Roshua. I knew. Oh, I knew my brother would not fail me now. Oh. 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 No, 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 no. Fuck. Oh my god! No third form, please. First try! Oh my god. I had my heart so far up my ass when I saw that he was that 1 HP, dude. Wow. Oh my god, my back aches right now. Like there's literally like an ache at the like at the small of my back right now. Oh my god. Thanks for all your help there, brother.
Upon his end, did you see Messmer's face?
It was hot.
It was sublime. A very tangle of snakes. To think he dared call us savages, when he himself was most base of all.
So I honestly do want to help Hornsent take out Mikola. You know what? Maybe that's the secret sauce. Burns the sealing tree. Burns the sealing tree said to be found at the old Raw ruins. Messmer, much like his younger sister, bore a vision of fire. Oh, Melina? A malevolent snake writhed within Messmer, and so his very mother plucked out his eye and put in its place a seal of grace. Yet, having done so, her fear compelled her to secret away her child within the realm of shadow. Hidden away, keeping company with the original sin, and a hatred that could not be confined. What fear? What was she afraid of? Was she afraid of the snake? Marika was so afraid of the snake that she hid it away? But I thought that the realm of shadow was Mikola's... So Mikola made the realm of shadow, and then Marika put him inside of it. Okay, got it. Hidden away, keeping company with the original sin. What is the original sin? Which is, by the way, another religious theme, another religious reference. Messmer despised his own fire. Time and time again, he hoped to rid himself of it, but ever did it burn. So both Melina and Messmer had fire powers, but Messmer didn't want it. This reminds me of the Omen thing with Morgoth and Mogwyn. There's a little bit of a parallel happening there. Actually, very interestingly enough, in 3 sets of the kids, in 3 sets of the Elden Ring kids, there is a pattern that keeps happening where one side accepts their powers and they're all for it, and the other side doesn't, right? So there's the obvious one with Messmer and Melina. Then there's Morgoth and Mogwyn. And then there is also Melania, who didn't want her scarlet rot and, like, you know, was cursed by it. And Mikela, who was like the opposite, who was blessed. So it's interesting that that kind of like dichotomy happens once again. I am fascinated by the fact that they group together, or they lump together Messmer and Melina. But my assumption is that both Messmer and Melina are children of Radagon and Marika. Which means that they are also technically full siblings with Melania and Mikela. Were Messmer and Melina both affected by the fell god? It would make sense, because he's like the god of fire or something. So I wonder if they were both, like, I don't know, cursed by the fell god. Can I not use my thing? I was thinking that I could use the flame thing here. Well, no ruins of Rao there. Raboth. Is this the Rao ruins? These look like big old dildos. Is the way really this way? Is the way really through the way of pain? Let's try it. Give up now, sir. You're not gonna win this, sir. You're not gonna win this. Okay, it's like weird. The dodging spot for that is like diagonal of him. I guess now the real worry is if you have a second form. Yeah, you do. Of course you do. What in Sam Hill was that? Yeah, this is doable. This is doable. Not the flying warthog. When pigs fly, truly. Chat, I have some horrible news to share with all of you. I have some horrible news to share with all of you. Renala has been topped, my dear chat. Yes, Renala has been toppled from our bosses with the most deaths. Knocking Margit and Radagon Elden Beast out of the thing. Number 3 is Melania with 43 deaths. Renala with 45. And after counting it, the tally has us with Messmer at 47 deaths. Yes, Messmer, the Impaler, the base serpent, has toppled Renala from the top 3 lists. Oh, yikes. Yikes. We hardly knew thee. So, there's that. So, making our way back down here. Right, here's what I learned about Messmer, the new king of the hill, right? So Messmer was one of Marika's children, right? We don't exactly know when she had him. We don't know, like, if it was, like, before or after she had, she put on her, like, little Radagon wig and, like, you know, seduced the pretty lady Renala, right? We don't know before or after that. All we know is that she had him and that he was cursed by the abyssal serpent, right? That's the snake that's hanging out over him, right? And Marika was super freaked out by that. I mean, can you blame her for being freaked out by the snake wrapping around your baby? So she was super freaked out by that, and she was like, okay, let me handle this. And so what she did was she plucked out his right eye, worked her little magic on it, right? Sprinkle a little magic, a little nutmeg, a little cinnamon on that bad boy, rolled it up, right, into a little dough ball, and the snake slithered into his head, and she popped that thing back in and locked the snake in his skull. So that's the story there. But, you know, she was still a little uncomfy, but she was like, okay, whatever, we'll go with it for now. We'll go with it. So, Messmer grows up, and Messmer becomes this, like, fantastic general. He is, like, one of her top guys, the top guys in her army. But that snake in her son's skull still uber freaks her out, and so she banishes him into the land of shadow, where we find ourselves today. And she basically just kind of abandons him, which is super sad, super sad. His second form is him releasing that snake, by the way. That's his second form, and he becomes the base serpent. On Thursday we also ran into this guy, who today's stream is named after, the Timon and Pumbaa of the Land of Shadow, Commander Gaius. When I was a young warthog. Nice, right? So that's who we're fighting today. Right, it's a warthog. Outside the Shadow Keep. We have 9 deaths to him so far. And if you notice, he uses gravity magic. So, could he be from Celia? From Kaled? One of them guys. I don't know. Also added a couple deaths for Bale. I added some lore for Hornsent, who we found out was avenging his people against Messmer, because Messmer attacked the Hornsent. Added a couple of things for both of them, for Leda and for Freyja. And I added like a line for Ansbach, because Ansbach was the one who told us about Mogwind. So there is our Shadow of the Erdtree Lord board so far. Zoom out. Oh wait, two more things. Couple more things, 3 more things. I added the Bunny Village, right? Another pot infused village, right? Here there's not a whole lot of pots, but we know it's a pot village because they have the potentates. This is the thing that the little pot boy was asking us to become, but we're like, nah, I'm busy, right? Too many part-time jobs, I'm sorry. And so there's a lot of them. There's not a lot of like actual pots here, but there are a lot of ghosts, which raise some suspicion. And there's also a like jail here full of the pots, so maybe the pots were like sent away. They were sent into a jail and persecuted. I don't know. So there's that. Not so Bonnie in the personality, but Bonnie in the view, I will say. There's also the Cathedral of Manus Metir, who we don't know what this is all about quite yet. And we met this guy inside, Count Ymir, the High Priest, and he's just chilling. Yeah, he's just a guy, dude. He's just a guy chilling on his throne, handed us a map. Seems like the chillest dude I know, right? This is the chillest dude I know. He gave us a map to a mine or a cave or something that I can't find. So, we'll try our best. Yes, let's talk about religious themes. Okay, I talked before about how America is kind of a Jesus figure, right? And I think that the beauty of literature is that, like, it's not a clean equation, right? In math, for example, sorry to all those who hate math, but I will be talking about math in a second. In math, it is a clean and easy thing, right? Remember variables? A equals B equals C, right? 2 equals 2, right? It's super simple and it's easy in that way. But literature and media do not work with the same rules. Sometimes, America exhibits these traits that are very Jesus-like, but sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes Mikola exhibits those traits, and sometimes he doesn't. You know what I mean? Sometimes Radagon exhibits those traits, but like in a different, subversive kind of way. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. And that is a subjective thing. It is one of the beauties of consuming media, is like finding your own interpretation. And so in my interpretation, I think Mikola, there's quite a bit about him that screams the Jesus story in ways that Marika doesn't, in ways that Marika and Radagon don't. And so with Mikola, I think that some of the stories about him ring in a Jesus-like way, and which makes him also a Jesus figure. One of them is healing Freya from the Scarlet Rot, right? Which brings to mind for me the story of Lazarus, right? Freya was like on death's door, but Mikola was able to heal her from that. I think the most obvious one is the crosses around, right? Also, I think that he talks a lot about giving up a part of his body at each of these crosses. And I think that's very interesting and reminds me a whole lot about like the whole body and the blood that happened at the Last Supper. And then the final thing that I have right now is that his devoted followers ring to me very similarly to disciples, right? It's a small named group, and to me, the biggest, most famous members of that are Judas and Peter. So I'm wondering who will be the Judas who will betray Mikola, and who might be the Peter that denies him, you know what I mean? So it opens up the door to like possibilities. So that's the main thing that I want to talk about today in terms of religious themes. It is very difficult to grind for this DLC because the main thing for you to do is to like find the Scadutree blessings, but they're like hard to find. But they're hard to find, and I'm just a little boy, you know? I'm just a little guy, a little 5-foot guy. What do you expect me to do? But I did manage to go like exploring and such. One of the things I did was I like drained this area of all the water in it, and I found a little passage, and it was really cool. Did I find anything else? I don't think so. I don't think I found anything else. So we're gonna explore whatever's in this area, and then we're gonna go and take on Mr. Gaius again. Miss Merica, you've never looked better. You've never looked better. Serving body as always, my queen. Look at this. This does not seem conducive to happiness and joy. I must say, the Scadutree base. Unz. Can I stand on this? I can. Ooh. It's making gooey sounds. Ooh. Oh, are these flowers? Those are flowers. Beautiful. Oh no. I just got here! Please! A man can't live, Chad. A man can't just sit back and live, can he? Oh no. That was the sunflower boss. That's Haley from Stardew Valley. Okay, come on. Come at me then. Oh. All right. Oh, what's this? All right. Oh no. Oh no. What? What? Oh, what? What? What do you mean? Why did that just happen? Of course you can't just be easy, you know? Ow. This music though, listen to it. 6 o'clock. One cannot argue that this music is 6 o'clock. Oh god, that was silly. Yeah, get him. No! You know what? Give me a second. Give me a second away from this man. Let me try the other one. Maybe he's nicer than the plant guy. And that's a big if. Nope, he's not. Guess he won't let you through? No. He will not. None of them will. None of them are kind to me. None of them are kind to me. None of them are good to me. They just keep and I'm like Can I fight you? Can I beat you instead? Like, I'm literally like every single one boss that I'm like facing, I'm like struggling so hard. Thank you. My name is Monty and y'all are watching Mont Games. And today we are headed back into Elden Ring, back into the realm of shadow. Shall we conquer it today? You know. So far I've gone through Elden Ring without a single death, so maybe. Okay. I don't have a whole lot, but I do have bad news. I don't have a whole lot to share with you today in terms of the lore, but I do have tragic news. Yes, chat, it has happened. Renala has been toppled from our top 1 and 2 slot, and now she rests at number 3. Renala with 45 deaths has now been toppled. Messmer took her over yesterday, but Commander Gaius has topped them both, but not even by by a hair's width. Not even by a hair's width, right? This man blew them out of the water. And we're not even done with him yet. We're still going. Taking the number 1 spot at currently 62 deaths is Commander Gaius. 62, and mind you, counting. 62 and counting. Commander Gaius is the boss we have struggled with the most. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. So yeah, those are the main ones. I also updated the number for Bale the Dread. We only tried him I think twice yesterday, so 8 deaths for him now. There's Commander Gaius. And also I added the Scadutree avatar. And it's 22 deaths, so he's closing in too. I said that he's Haley from Stardew Valley if she were a Souls boss, because she loves sunflowers. So, you know what? Who can argue with me on that? Okay, let me glaze over the themes here really quickly. So I wanted to talk about mainly Marika and Radagon, right? The relationship between Marika and Radagon. And I think that the interesting thing about them is that they represent 2 sides of these religious figures, right? I think Marika represents a sort of more human religion, like a more humanistic religion, where everything is founded on her. Everything is she is the foundation, right? This care and this attention towards the people that she rules over, right? And I said that it represents the more human side of religion with the soup of good, of bad, of the flaws and all, right? It's an imperfect person that we are presented with. But on the opposite end of that is Radagon, who represents a more dogmatic side to religion, right? He's the one who lives by the book, who says, these are rules number 1 through 10, and you must follow them, right? Whereas one is more merciful, the other is a bit more draconian with their techniques. So I thought that was really interesting, and that the fight between them that leads to the shattering reminded me a lot of Gethsemane, right? The Garden of Gethsemane moment. If you don't know, this is after the Last Supper, right? And Jesus goes off to the Garden of Gethsemane, and he has a moment where he kind of prays to God, and he was like, is this really what I must do? Must I sacrifice my life, right? Where there's a sliver of doubt that creeps up in him, right? And to me, that's what it is. This conflict between Radagon and Marika is like that doubt creeping into Jesus. I wrote down that take this cup away from me moment, right? That's the line that he says. Also, hey, by the way, a line in the hit musical Jesus Christ Superstar. Where one side, Radagon, wished to be faithful to the divine, whereas Marika sought something else. Marika sought some salvation in a different way. So that's the main thing that I want to talk about today. Just something short, just a little morsel. Come on. Come on. No! He chased me away. That time it wasn't greed. You know what it was? It was cowardice. That time it was not greed. It was pure cowardice that got me there, chat. I have to show you all this song. This, like, I am being so legitimate when I say that this used to be like one of my favorite songs in middle school. I promise I was a different man back then. Okay? This, legitimately, on my little smartphone, I would record it onto my little smartphone, not my smartphone, like a regular phone, and listen to this song on the bus home from middle school. I am... So this is a shout out to the middle school Mot games. And this is a video game song. If you can guess what this is, I will be very embarrassed. Me walking around the middle school thinking I'm so tough with this music playing. Shut up. No. Here we go. Ah. Me walking around my middle school in California, USA, like my hood up and everything. I was like, yeah. No one understands me. No one understands me. No one gets me. I'm an enigma. It's clearly an anime game? Oh, it is not. It is not. I played like 3 games when I was in middle school, unfortunately. Here, I'm gonna share my screen with you. Are you ready? I'm gonna share my screen with you, and y'all are gonna be like, no way. Yes, it was indeed Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Abracadaver. It was either this one or this one. No, the one that I was just playing is a song from, like, you had to do like a secret amount of like things, right? Like, you had to get on the elevator a certain amount of times. You had to like find all of the hidden like monkeys or whatever, and then like this hidden song would play. I think in Ascension, 115 would play during Kino der Toten. I told y'all I used to legitimately be a Call of Duty kid. I really did. I was a Call of Duty kid. Y'all, I used to watch like Call of Duty like trick shots for fun in middle school. I was a completely different man. I was also straight back then, and so just to find all the 3 rocks. Yeah, it was all the 3 rocks. Exactly. Thank you. Individual counter for this boss like we had for Melania. Let me see. Okay, so ignore that it says guide counter. This is the counter for Gaius. The Gaius counter. Oh, near? Okay. Yo, I really need to get into Nier Automata. I think I do. Automata? Automata? I need to get into this. Damn it. Come on. Hello? Why am I not dodging that correctly? I have an idea. You know what this reminds me of? This theme reminds me a lot of Demon Slayer, actually. I think specifically the third season. Oh! Ah. Oh. Rashua, you goat! You absolute goat! Rashua! Rashua, you absolute goat, you! I felt like coming up for air. 94 tries. 94 tries. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nier Automata got us through the finish line today. All of your music choices were amazing. Thank you. And they helped. Now go claim my immense prize. I have an immense prize. Say it so. Say it so. It's this grace point. It's another boss fight. Both were as elder brothers to the lion, and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Gaius was both Messmer's friend and the leader of his men. Interesting. Elder brothers to the lion? What does that mean, elder brothers to the lion? To Radon, or not Radon, to, Godfrey? That doesn't make sense. Gaius and Radon were good rivals in their youth. Interesting. And this sorcery is a product of their friendly competition. Interesting. Oh, hello. Do you know Latena? Latena and I are friends. Do you know, are you friends with Latena perhaps? Did you two go to college together? What is this? The bells of Notre Dame. The bells of Notre Dame. The Scadutree chalice. Happy days are ahead. Happy days are ahead. So many Scadutree fragments, you guys. Well, cool. I'm assuming that this cannot be all. Can we actually get here? Can we actually get to this? Can we actually mosey on over to this Scadutree? Was that it? Was that my reward? Just a whole bunch of Scadutree stuff? Was that my reward for going through this, man, 90-something times? If you don't want the fragments, I'll take them back. No. I'll take them. I'll keep them. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm a level 10 Scadutree man. So I think the next one that we have to go face is Mr. Scadutree Avatar. We're on a winning streak now. What's to stop us from winning against this guy next? All right. Nope. Shadow? Oh, Scadutree. Interesting. Oh, why do I have my little thingy out right now? a question I ask myself often. Why do I have my little thingy out right now? Honestly, this one is a lot easier to read than the than Mr. Gaius, but I think he just does like way more punishing things to me. Maybe, I don't know. Let me see. I think it's because I still haven't gotten a read on this move yet, on that move yet. Yeah, I found Sunflower way easier. Yeah. I think I just need to do him a couple more times. Oh. Oh. I did survive that though, and so hey, the Scadutree did help me in that moment. Oh! Right. Ah. Oh, wrong thing to drink. I keep forgetting he has a third move there. Sorry, Roshua. Hey, sorry, Roshua. I'm the one fumbling this Roshua. Third move. Nope, he didn't get his third move in. One without talking. No one sus me. Hell yeah. Okay, where are you? What do you mean you died? How did you just die, Roshua? I need you, buddy. Shit. Oh! Okay, that's how that works. Oh no. Get down. Oh my god! I really did say winning streak. We are on a winning streak. That's 2 in a row. Truly first try. First try. Yeah, give me 3 Melanias now. Give me 3 Melanias now, and I'll show you. I'll show them who's boss.